Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll ride him again into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And he loses the football on the return. He's going to get loose. Takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside, it's Miller. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes a grab past the marker. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They need a huge play on third and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Kyler. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sellers from the gun on third down. He caught it!
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page. Hooking up for that big-time play.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. A lot of touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Flush to the left. Looking down the left side. Gets it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense in a bunch formation.
Ready, kill. 180, raise call. 180, raise call.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Tyler. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Sellers. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Tuggle. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Out wide left, it's Hamilton. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, it's Miller. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on second down. Right side, it's Tyler. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Sellers from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception of the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Left side is Tyler. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open.
Makes the grab down the left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes,
going to throw it over the top of the D. Upstairs, he's got it. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10.
Stay up. Yeah.
Again, it's Sellers. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing Sellers. Extending the play. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's start with Toledo, taking on the number 11 team, the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Rockets with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Sellers. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Making the adjustment. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Sellers. In the backfield, it's Rodgers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Caught over the middle, it's Sellers. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kentucky! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Here's Sellers to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Can't get him to the ground.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Thrust that arm out. Left side is Rodgers. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Fires on the move. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Second and long here. takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Sellers from the gun on third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Sellers on the play action. Buying a little time to his left. He's going to take off. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, pressure's coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Out wide left, it's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Bulldozes his way through. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Strachan. Got him right there. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit, because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Sellers. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
Ready? Black 18. Black 18. Mustang, Mustang.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Fighting off the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's Sellers to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Tyler. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. With 1:52 left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. And that last completion left a mark. 3rd and even longer coming up. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Miller. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Powers through. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Sellers. Rush right in his face. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble.
Bender.
4th down, Sellers. Fires into the end zone. And they can't make the connection. 4th down, down, and they'll turn it over. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. "90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Drops back on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Rodriguez. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw one first. Escapes the pressure going right. With the catch, it's Baxter. Down he goes. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Selling the fake. Moving to his left. Blasted as he lets it go. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.